Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you guys doing great. Today video is about IELTS. बहुत ज़्यादा लोगों ने वीडियो का बोला है कि भाई IELTS के ऊपर वीडियो बनाएं, वर्क वीज़ा के ऊपर वीडियो बनाएं. So I am with Arvind today. He's from India. He's a teacher for IELTS himself as well. He's giving a test as well. So he's going to share his experience about IELTS, reading, writing, listening, speaking.
My name is Arvind Babu Kulamani and I am from India, the southern part of Tamil Nadu. And since I don't know how to speak Hindi, Omar Bhai is going to help you with
ये थोड़ा थोड़ा अभी इसको मालूम हो रही है, अभी ज़्यादा नहीं पता. So this video is in English. If you want to know about any question, comment below the video and I will speak with you about that question, okay?
So IELTS is International English Language Testing System. You can take IELTS test for work and study, and I'll tell you the basic differences between academic and work, the general exam. For the most part, both are the same. Both tests have listening, reading, writing and speaking modules, 4 modules for both, and you'll be taking them in 2 days. For the first day, you'll be taking listening, reading and writing, and depending on your schedule, you'll get your speaking on a different day.
Yeah.
So I'll explain the listening, reading and writing part first. So for the listening, they'll give you a question paper and it has some questions on it. To be accurate, 40 questions, and it got different sections. So they will have fill in the blanks kind of things, maps and different kind of questions. And what you got to do is they'll give you a headphone and they turn the recording on. I mean, they play the recording, and you have to answer for the questions on an separate answer sheet.
So actually you have 2 sheets or just 1 sheet for listening. So they give you a headset and they give you a 1 sheet for a paper sheet, and you can hear that questions and you can answer their fill in the blanks.
Yeah. So what you can do is for listening, as he mentioned, there is a question paper and an answer paper. What I used to do is I write my answers in the question paper, and then they'll give you like 1-2 minutes at the end, and then I'll transfer my answers to the answer sheet. But that's up to you. If you want to write your answer straight away in the answer sheet, that's up to you. I think this helps me because when I go through the recording, when the audio is playing, for example, say there is a conversation between 2 people. I'll give you one example. 2 people, a guy is calling to a hotel to book a room maybe, or calling to a travel agent to book a travel package. So he will say, I am John Dale, and the question paper will say name and blank, address and blank, maybe phone number and blank. So he will go through in the recording will go through, hi, I'm Don James, I mean any name, James example, and then you write your answer as James, and then it will say your address, and it will have the street name, but it won't have the country name. He will say like, I'm from Wellington Road and I'm from UK. He'll say that. It won't have the country name, and then you just add UK to it. That's how the listening works. And
so listening में आपको थोड़ा हिंदी में बता दूं, ये कह रहा है कि जब आपने listening के लिए आपको ना वो headphone देगा, headphone आप लगाएंगे ना तो आपको एक question sheet and the answer sheet भी होगी. You can listen on a headphone, and you can read that question on a sheet, and then you can give your answer on that sheet as well. So sheet में क्या होगा, answer sheet में fill in the blanks होगी. आप सुन के भी उसका आंसर कर सकते हो, और जो आपको वो पैराग्राफ देगा आप पढ़ोगे ही, पढ़ के भी कर सकते हो, पढ़ के भी वो आपको फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स देखनी होगी उसमें क्या फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स हैं. तो एक लाइन में 4 उसके सवाल भी हो सकते हैं. सुन के आप बता सकते हो, ये कह रहा है जैसे मेरा नाम उमर है ये और मुझे ये रूम मिला है, मेरा ये पोस्ट कोड है, तो लिसनिंग में यही पार्ट होगा. सो या लिसनिंग इज़ लाइक दैट.
And one more important thing is that you can't skip, rewind, play, pause any of it. When it starts, it's going to go through its course and stop. All you can do is change the volume. You will have your headset and the volume to adjust, and that's all you can change. You can't stop, you can't pause.
And if you miss one fill in the blank,
you missed it.
You missed it, and you can't give a random answer.
You can't give a random answer. If it's okay, you'll get a score. But if not, they're gonna.
Okay, that's a mistake.
Yeah, you can. can say.
ओके इफ ये कह रहा है कि अगर आपने एक फिल इन द ब्लैंक को फिल नहीं किया, सवाल समझ नहीं आया, छोड़ दिया, तो वापस उस पे बैक नहीं जाना. Go to the try to the next, because if you miss one, then if you go to fill that again, so you miss others as well.
Yes.
So this is a for the listening, this is a very very ये इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग है कि आपने अगर एक लाइन मिस कर दिया तो अगली लाइन पे उस पर अपनी तवज्जो चली जाए. सो दैट पार्ट इज़ अ लिसनिंग. या
Yes.
एंड वी विल टॉक अबाउट नाउ
Reading?
रीडिंग. या
Okay. So once you're done with the listening, you won't have any breaks. They will give you with a bottle of water. They will give you a bottle of water. That's all you got. You can bring your bottle of water if you want, but there are no breaks. If you take breaks, it's going to cut off you from your time. You can go. Someone will come with you to the washroom, and they'll be there, and you can come back. But for the reading, it's 1 hour. If you spend like 10 minutes going to your washroom, that's going to cut into your exam time. So I won't recommend it. So be sure of that.
या हाउ लॉन्ग इज़ लाइक लिसनिंग. सॉरी
30 minutes.
30
10
minute
minutes
listening.
to-
जो
yeah.
पहले आपको बताया listening, that is a 30-minute test. So we are talking about reading now. That's a 1-hour test.
Yes, and they will give you additional time to transfer your answers from question paper to answer sheet for listening. So that's that. So for the reading now, yeah.
Yeah, reading test.
So for the reading, it's the same. On the back of the listening answer sheet, you will have your reading side.
Okay.
And you just stand back and you write your name and things like passport number and stuff. And after that, you'll start. They will give you the reading paper, the question paper, and it has to be turned upside down. And when they say open, that's when you open it, and the time starts. You will have a timer in front of you. You won't be allowed to have your watch on yourself. There will be a public timer in there, mostly projector or a big screen, and that will show you the time. It won't be a countdown time. It can be like, it can start 12:20 and finish at 1:20. So just be aware of that. Once the time starts, you can go through the answer sheets. It doesn't make, you don't have to go through like go in order. You can skip to different sections and answer them sections first, and then you can rearrange however you want. So it's going to be like when we study when we study in the school, right? There'll be a question, like there'll be a passage,
Yeah.
and there'll be questions underneath.
Yeah.
So you read the passage and you answer for those questions.
Okay.
It's the
Did they give you one sheet?
So the question paper is going to be multiple sheets.
Okay.
The answer sheet is going to be one sheet.
Oh, okay. So you read that all of things and you question.
You answer, write your answer in your answer sheet. That's it.
Okay. Is that same thing to the listening? Fill in the blanks, or do you need to write everything?
You don't have to write everything. There will be like the answer, the question. For example, it will say no more than 2 words, which
Yeah.
means like they'll give you a passage about trees, and they'll ask you different types of trees, and you go through the passage. There will be 2 names, and you write only the 2 names. If you write more than 2 words, it's marked as wrong.
Oh,
If
okay.
you say, if it says like birch and bamboo, you only write them 2. If you write birch and bamboo,
Yeah.
and if it goes over the word limit,
Mhm.
you are wrong.
Okay. So this is a reading test. So in reading they give you a question sheet and they give you an answer sheet. तो आप लोगों ने उधर जाना है, पढ़नी है रीडिंग शीट, उसमें आपने सारा पढ़ना है, और उसने आपने क्वेश्चन आपने आंसर जो है वो दूसरी शीट पे देना है. So this is a 1-hour test. They give you break. You can take a break.
They don't give you a break, but if it's emergency, you can take a break. Someone will assist you.
Okay. For example, half an hour reading test gone. So I want to go to the toilet.
You can.
So ये कह रहा है कि 1 घंटे में आप टॉयलेट जा सकते हो, लेकिन जो 1 घंटे का टाइम है वो आप जब टॉयलेट गए हो तो वो काउंट होगा उसमें.
So that's gonna cut into your time. You won't have extra time. The time you lost is the time you lost.
Okay. Now talking about writing.
So writing is really interesting.
Okay.
So this is where the difference is between general and academic for most part. There is one difference in reading. Listening is the same for general academic. For reading, there is this one difference, which is the context. The paragraphs for general is a bit easier. For academics, it's gonna the passage is gonna be academic, more like trees, earth, geography, and politics, and it can be anything, but it's more academic oriented, so there'll be more words in it, and the passage is a reflection of more academics oriented. Whereas general, it's more about general stuff, so
Okay.
it's easier.
So writing, did they give you a sheet? Did you give you anything to write? What did they give you?
So for writing, I'll first explain the two differences. For both general and academic, it will have two tasks. One is an essay, right?
Okay.
Both academic and general will have an essay.
Okay.
And the second one is going to be different for both.
Okay.
For general, it's going to be a letter.
Okay.
It can be like a personal letter, official letter. It can be both.
Anything.
Yeah, it's just a letter. You write
So,
a letter to someone.
How did you write? Like they give you example for a writing?
No, we have to prepare it for ourselves. They will mention the questions, and that's all they give. And they'll say 250 words and 150 words, the minimum count. You
Okay.
can write over that, but
Okay.
if you write under that,
Minimum.
yeah, if you write under that, it's gonna cut from your band score, so you'll get a lesser score. If the word limit is 250 and you write 200 words, and that's under the word limit, so they're gonna mark you less just because of that.
Okay. So listening done,
Listening done,
reading done,
yeah.
writing done.
Writing, I just missed one part.
Okay.
For the academic,
Okay.
it's gonna be a report.
Okay.
So it will have charts, bar graph, line graph, and you have to explain the line graph and bar graph.
Okay. So what's left now?
All
Reading,
that is
writing.
left is speaking.
Speaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are talking about अभी आप लोग speaking पे बात करने लगे हैं. Go on.
So for the speaking, there'll be three parts. It's going to be on a different day. It can be on the same day. I'm not sure, but from my experience, from the people I've seen, it's on a different day. They'll give an appointment. It's a one-on-one conversation. Examiner will sit in front of you, and you'll sit in front of him. And when you go in, they turn a recording. They have a recording, like recording device. When you go in, they turn the recording device. And for the three parts, the first part they'll ask you general stuff like what's your name, where are you from, what do you study or work. They'll ask like one or two word questions like what's your name, my name is Arvind, like, and my friends call me this, and that's all the answer for that. And,
So speaking is just a conversation, like two
So-
people, like me and you now, conversation about oils. So actually, it's a conversation about two people. He give you a question, like he tell you a question, you give an answer.
Yes.
So actually, it just he's going to check your like ability to English, yeah. So speaking में होगा वो आपकी सिर्फ चेक करेगा कि आपको कन्वर्सेशन उससे कर सकती हो, जो वो सवाल कर रहा है उसके वो आप जवाब दे सकते हो. Did any like special thing like in a speaking like your normal conversation? There is any topic?
So, first part, they just ask you normal questions, you answer normally.
Okay.
Where are you from? I'm from this city, I like this place, and this, that, the other. For the second part, they'll give you a question, and you have to speak about it for 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. So he give you a question. Okay, okay, your city. Tell me about your city, and you
Something-
can explain about your city.
It's
Like,
mostly about an experience. They'll ask you like, tell me about the time you went on a holiday,
okay, okay, okay.
and
Okay.
you'll talk about your holiday for 2 minutes.
Okay, okay. This is the same thing in a conversation about like I'm telling you B1 test. So when you जब आप लोग conversation करते हो तो वो आपसे recent personal experience के बारे में पूछता है. So speaking is a normal test, like आप दो बंदों के दरमियान conversation होगी. Conversation होने के बाद वो आपसे सवाल जवाब करेगा. सवाल जवाब करने के बाद वो आपको एक लाइन देगा, तो उस पे आपको वो बोलेगा कि recent personal experience. Okay, tell me about that inflation. Tell me about that coronavirus like last 2 years.
It's mostly about your experience, so you don't have to know general knowledge. It's not going to be like, tell me about the thermodynamics. It's
Oh,
not going to be like
okay,
that.
okay, okay,
So they'll talk you about your experience. It can be true, it can be false. You can say that I have a pet at home. Even though you don't have a pet at home, you can still say that you have a pet at home, and you can explain.
This test is not, झूठ और सच का test नहीं है.
It doesn't test your
Yeah,
IQ.
yeah.
It's just
So-
to test your English. That's it.
So hopefully this video can help you. We explain about everything, reading, writing, listening, speaking. So give me some tips about for my subscribers about like IELTS, how they prepare that test
Okay.
easily.
So before that, I just forgot to say one more thing. That's the third part of speaking.
Okay.
So in the third part, it's going to be more of an explanation. It's going to be like you're going to have to explain in length. For the first part, you just say, my name is this, right? For the third part, you're going to have to explain in a few more sentences
Okay.
than the first part. But that's it. So my tips would be don't think this as an exam, and think it as a way that it's going to help you when you are moving to a different country. That's why you're learning English.
Yeah.
So think in terms of improving your language than preparing for a test.
Okay.
And then
How to they prepare easily, where they can find that essay, where they can find that conversation, where they can find that listening thing, writing thing, how can they find like easy way?
okay, so what you can do is, from my experience,
Okay.
I've gone through a YouTube channel, and it's called Ielts Advantage. They have a website too. I bought a course from them online, and
Okay.
I've gone through that. But you don't have to buy that course. What you can do is, there is a free version of the same course. You can go through that. They will explain you. give
So
the explanation.
YouTube channel, what is name?
Ielts Advantage.
IELTS Advantage. You can go IELTS Advantage and you can check that video, and आप उधर जाके वीडियो भी देख सकते हो और आप उधर जाके वो कह रहा है कि बाय भी कर सकते हो. What is
You don't have to buy it. Don't buy it
okay?
unless you
There
are
is a
sure
free
that
version as well.
you can learn everything on free.
Okay.
And
That YouTube channel can help easily.
Yeah.
They can understand everything on that channel. Yeah.
it's run by an Irish guy.
Okay.
named Chris Pell. From my experience, he's one of the genuine teacher from
IELTS.
IELTS, and I learned a lot from him.
Yeah.
But if you want to improve like different sections, you have to prepare for each section differently. For listening, you can listen to podcast, music, news, and everything in English. And
So in this video, we got give you just an idea about reading, writing, listening, speaking. तो जिन्होंने भी टेस्ट करना है कि YouTube चैनल पे जो इंग्लिश YouTube चैनल है जो इसने बताया है, आप लोग उधर जाओ, वहाँ पे आपको प्रॉपरली वो गाइड करेगा. एवरी सिंगल थिंग आपको वो बताएगा. उससे आपको पता चलेगा कि रीडिंग में क्या है एक्चुअली, वो आपको पैसे बताएगा. राइटिंग में क्या होता है, लिसनिंग में क्या होता है, स्पीकिंग में क्या एक्चुअली वो करके बताएगा. तो उम्मीद करता हूँ आज की वीडियो हेल्प करेगी आपको. थैंक यू सो मच अरविंद. You explain everything very good. Hopefully this video can help everyone.
hopefully it helps.
So इधर ही वीडियो का एंड करते हैं. अगली वीडियो में फिर मिलेंगे. तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़. बाय.
See you later.
See you later.